We have been always ambassadors of peace who believes in compassion, benevolence, caring and sharing, and pursuit of knowledge. And these virtues have become our enemies that now, after 32 years of spending time in exile in India, that we became refugees in India, these virtues are becoming mainly that we may become extinct in next 20, 30 years.
Kashmir Pandit Diaspora. He's a doctor by profession, an activist who focuses on a variety of issues, including those of Kashmiri Pandits. So, Dr. Kaul, please.
Namaskar. Dear Vivek ji, Pallavi ji, Parag ji, Aditya ji, thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak. You know, yesterday we finished the 12th community screening at Austin. And I had the privilege of being there. I also had the privilege of being part of the screening of the Kashmir Files at Washington, D.C. And I should commend Vivek ji, Pallavi ji, for this magic, the gift that you have given to all of us, that is unparalleled. You will realize it when you will see it. And the script, the movie in itself, on all the aspects, in confronting global terrorism, in taking on the narratives of Kashmir head on, in bringing to the fore our civilization, in bringing to the fore our strengths, and bringing to the fore the system failures that has been responsible for eliminating a very peace-loving community in Kashmir. We saw the magic, I saw the magic, and I saw everyone cry. And you might have seen video clips that are coming out on the social media organically. It is the magic that you have given us. It is the gift that you have given us. And we will remain indebted to you, Vivek ji and Pallavi ji. Well, what happened with us at that time, I believe I was 23-year-old. I was doing my medical training in Srinagar. And perhaps I was the eyewitness to, like many other members of our community. And the biggest challenge with us was that our numbers were not there where we could stand and say what happened with us. Despite every individual tried its level best to narrate this story. But it appears that it was not registering very, very well with anyone that we were sharing the story with. But we had a duty towards fellow Indians, towards fellow human beings, to make them aware that what happened with us should not happen with you. It was not our story, indeed it was our story, but through our story, we wanted to reach out to every Indian and every citizen of the world to share that what happened with us can happen with you. And at that time, when I was 23-year-old, I went to every state of India. I went to almost every city in India, and I was of the many Kashmiri Hindus who went all over India, not for us, but for them. That don't lower your guard, and that was in 1990s. Unfortunately, we have seen that we have more of this chalta hai attitude. And despite our outreach in India, we are now seeing almost 500 places with similar situations in India. So something has to be done. Let me use a disclaimer that, as all of us, we believe in diversity. The foundation of India is very strong. India has given refuge to all persecuted communities, whether they are Parsis, whether they are Jews, whether they are Tibetans, and we all should feel proud of that. We show respect to all religions, whether it is Islam, whether it is Christianity, whether it is Hinduism, whether it is Jainism, and we all feel proud of that because we believe a world to be a very civilized society. But those strengths are becoming our weaknesses. We are being exploited on that because we never took recourse to manipulation. We never took recourse to exploitation. But that is why perhaps we remained a silent community. That world remained silent. Nobody knew what happened with us. Around 1,600 members of our community were brutally killed. Brutally. And you will see in the movie how powerfully it has been depicted. We have been always ambassadors of peace who believes in compassion, benevolence, caring and sharing, and pursuit of knowledge. And these virtues have become our enemies that now, after 32 years of spending time in exile in India, that we became refugees in India, these virtues are becoming mainly that we may become extinct in next 20, 30 years. Is this the definition of world civilized society? Perhaps the world order needs to be corrected. Had we picked up guns, then perhaps the world might have listened to us. But we believed in pursuit of knowledge. We believed in upliftment of mankind. That's why you see Kashmiri Hindus. When I say I don't want to use Kashmiri Hindus because we are one family. But for clarification, I'm using it. I also hate to classify us on the basis of ethnicity, on a basis of culture, on the basis of language. But for clarity, I'm using this word just to make you understand that the whole community has focused on pursuit of knowledge to uplift the mankind. You will see all of us either in medical professions serving mankind, in the profession of IBM, in Boeing, in Google, in Microsoft, in all that. Because we believe world as a civil society and we have some duties towards the world. Leaving aside, because now it's a technology, it's just one whole world in your palm. But this is a heavy cost with such virtues that this community is now facing a threat of extinction. And above all, no awareness. There was a willful plan by successive governments in India to keep this story under the rug because they didn't want to come it out because it would have stained the mighty and the largest democracy of the world. We became a sacrificial, but we decided we will not remain quiet. Well, as our community, we have been trying, because cinema has a very powerful imprint in one's mind. We have been trying very badly to reach out to Bollywood directors who can showcase this pain, not as being the victimhood, but as a part of awareness. But most of them, they just turned around. They didn't say no, but I should thank Pramodji, Anantji, Ashish Dabralji, I think they're all here, who met Vivekji in 2018. And through them, I also got an opportunity to interact with Vivekji. And I'm very happy to share that what the seed that was sown put in the soil in 2018 is now culminated, and it's a very nice occasion that we are discussing the same thing once the product is ready, and we are here, and you are just facing these our award-winning director and producer and actor. I should conclude my speech because I don't want to speak much, but what I would say, despite 1600 brutal killings of the community, I don't say that Muslims were not killed. Yes, the nationalistic Muslims also suffered. They also got killed. And we feel bad for that. But 1600 people of our community as a cold-blooded murder, there has been no conviction, there has been no arrests. And this shows the mighty India, what is the justice system. So there was no nomenclature like genocide. And whenever we were using genocide, we were told, no genocide. What is this? No, just 200 people died. But it's also a learning experience that perseverance helps. We never left hope. Despite having small numbers, we kept on talking about it. And we brought this genocide terminology to the fore and forced government of India that this is nothing else but a planned genocide. Now, genocide, why I say genocide? I will briefly tell you the United Nations definition of genocide as per the Genocide Convention. It says, in the present convention, genocide means any of the following acts committed with intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group as such. Number A, killing members of the group. B, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group. C, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part. D, imposing measures intended to prevent births within the group. E, forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. So out of these 5 criteria, as per United Nations Convention on Genocides, you need to meet only 1 criteria to be qualified as genocide. But we are qualifying out of 5, 4.5, 400%, and the 5th part of that as well. And despite we are being told, no, this is not a genocide. And thanks, hats off to you, that your movie will start a conversation. It will start a global conversation. It will start a conversation in India. It will start conversation amongst all of us. And that was much required, even though it took 32 years. But it is better late than never. I will end this speech on a positive note. Through this movie, it is now binding communities. I am very happy to report that this whole magic, the thing that is happening in US, in different cities, in different universities where they have gone, I should strongly commend our Indian diaspora. We are forgetting for the first time whether I am a Telugu Samaj, I am a Kannada Samaj, I am a Bengali Samaj, I am a Gujarati Samaj, we have Punjabi. Everybody is standing for a cause. And I am pretty sure that it will initiate a global conversation. Please stay engaged. Please stay vigilant. My request to everyone is that please take ownership of this. Global terrorism is a threat. It's not only for India, it's also for US. It's also for any civilized community, and we need to stand up and finish once for all. With that request, I thank you for your time and patience.